Test, test. Okay, that seems to be working. All right. Okay, we're off. Conroe, Texas. Lake Conroe. Water Point Marina. Got checkers. I wonder if we could turn this into a checkers cam. Yeah, we got a checkers cam. Okay, we're off. I got to figure out how to get this 360 cam to lock on to the scene that I've set it at. I'm gonna watch it. I can't even figure out how it changes. Okay. Why is that turning like that? Huh. Oh, come on, don't start that shit. That's my live scope pointed backwards so that I can see fish behind me when I'm trolling. I bought a new 360 Ace Pro 2 camera yesterday, and I don't like it. I'm going to take it back because I can't display it on my stream the way I'd like to. I want a wireless camera on my head. It's got a web view function. It doesn't convert to HDMI. It has no HDMI output. So the only way to do it is to either do it with your phone. Like right now, I've got the 360 cam that's up above the boat. I've got that hooked to one phone, And so it's Wi-Fi to that phone, and then the phone, I have it plugged into an HDMI adapter, and it goes into my switching box so that I can switch scenes, and I can view it, and you guys can view it. But then to do the same thing with the 360 Ace Pro 2 camera, it doesn't give me a full view. Like right now you're seeing a narrow but a full view. In fact, the 360 cam up above on my phone, I see the whole screen is the camera picture. But when I put it on the Ace, it's not the whole screen. It's just a little horizontal block in the center of the screen. So I mean, it's so small you can't. It's not good. So then I tried going to webcam mode, and then there's no stabilization. In fact, you can't. There's no settings, no nothing. It's just a picture, and it doesn't have the action camera stabilization. So, no good. Got to go back. Okay, so we're at 17 feet of water, and what I want to do is set up the trolling rig. So I'm going to trim the motor up front, trolling motor, and then I'm going to anchor it. It's not like it's a great big deal or anything, but when I'm working on stuff, I have a tendency to not look up enough, and I don't want to get myself in a problem. So there you go, Checkers. Good boy. What are we hooked to here? Oh, there we go. All right, so let's put up your net, because we don't want to lose the dog. Like that. In fact, I'm going to pull this out right now, because later on we're going to sail. Okay, now, I sure wish you would sit on the other side. I wonder if there's no room. I know it's not your fault. Oh, okay, go ahead. Okay, so let's take the anchor off. Actually, this isn't what I usually do. What I usually do is start the motor and use autopilot. So we'll troll with the trolling motor for a little while. I'm doing an experiment today. I've got the trolling motor battery charger on, and I have it plugged into my inverter. So it's running off of my EcoFlow 2400 watt battery and inverter. And then I've also got the refrigerator running off of the inverter today. I don't usually do that unless I'm going to be out all day. But I want to see how much power I use. Okay, so let's turn this over this way. Turn the boat, and then we'll center the trolling motor, and then we'll set the autopilot. I'm having problems with my autopilot. Oh shit, I gotta change that. I got way too many of my location things coming up. Okay, so let's see how this... I'm having trouble with this autopilot. It doesn't really... If it's windy, it doesn't work, really. I'll speed up a little more. Okay, and we'll put this over here. And then we'll take this and we'll hook it onto the line. Let's run this camera back this way. I gotta fix that camera. There we go. Okay, now we'll run some line out, like so. Then we'll start dropping our weight. I'm only going to go to about 5 feet right now, like so. And then, so you can see on one of my chart plotters, I can see the weight down at 4 feet right now. But now I'm going to turn this. That keeps popping like that. What's going on here? Okay. Let's go to this scene here. Oh, come on. Fuck. There we go. Okay, now let's turn this. There's the weight, or the lure, one or the other. I'm not really seeing the weight for some reason. Okay. There's the weight. So we're down at 6 feet on this one, and over here we're at just right at about 6 feet. So it's good enough for now. Okay. So we'll let that go. Now we got to fix restream. And I think I ought to change course a little bit. I'm just going to do that with the trolling motor. Then I'll hit auto again. Now we got to fix restream. Why can't I see? Got to turn it this way maybe. There we go. I got to go to settings, reply comments, and then I got to edit. I got to edit this one. Nope. I've got to. Got to change the timer to about, I'm going to go 15 minutes on the timer. Okay. Close that. Go back to this. Do a test. Okay, so that should be good. Now let's turn that here. Now, next thing I'm going to work on is this camera being so loose here. Okay, that's got to be turned down until it's all the way in. Okay, now. Not much wind today, so the autopilot's working pretty good. Okay. Let's go to that view for a while. There's the checkers cam. Okay. See, we're at 20 feet now, so I'm gonna drop this a little bit further. Okay, we're down at 9 feet. I always try to stay at least 10 feet off the bottom. I know I would catch more fish if I brought it down to the bottom, but I've lost too many lures. Had some snags. We don't need that engine running. So I've only got one rudder down right now because sometimes my line gets snagged up in the rudder. So if it gets a little windy, I have to drop that other rudder so that so it'll turn better. Okay. I do actually have chat on this as well. No, I don't, but I could. So I have the HDMI adapters here. I have one for an Apple phone, one for an Android phone, and one for my iPad. So the 360 camera up above, that's my view of Restream on my phone, which is chat from YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Let's create another view. We're going to go with chart plotter and me. No. Chart plotter and me. Okay. You know what? What I want to do, I'm going to test something. Let's go to this view, and then let's put this camera on me, and then the other camera on me, and which one is better? Okay, so the Sony camera is definitely a better view. I forgot to check the wind direction, and my flags aren't moving much, so it does appear to be out of the south, but I'm not 100% sure. It's a little bit overcast today. It's probably about 80. Let's see. I don't have temperature on here. Let's go. I want auto on the depth, and let's go back to only let's go 20 feet behind the boat. So you can see my, what you see in those two dots that are going at the same speed as the boat. One of them is the ball, and then the other one is the little clip that's on the line. Let's take a scan and see if we can see the lure. It's not probably... Ooh. I wonder... Ooh, look at that. Is that a fish or no? It's not the lure. It's a fish. Okay. There's only about a 5-inch band. The scope is looking out right now at about a 45-degree angle this way because my ball is over on the starboard side of the boat. So right now the camera's looking about this direction here. And so I can see the ball and I can see the clip that's clipping the line. That's that little white spot of the spot above and to the rear is the clip, and then the spot that's a little bit lower and to the left is the weight. But we can't see the lure. And I called Garmin about that because I tried some different lures. I put that glittery stuff on them. I bought some that are supposed to be visible in live scope. But he said they never designed it to see the lure. Occasionally you can see the lure under certain circumstances, and only when that lure is in that 5-foot window or 5-inch. So I haven't been able to see my lure. My lure's probably about, well, wait a minute. Let's go one more. We'll go to 25 feet behind the boat. See, the 0 is the scope, and then you can see the turbulence from the boat, which is probably being kicked up by the boat itself, but also I have my dagger board down. Okay, why is that happening? Okay, I gotta check this out. Let's see. Track me. Oh, I'll get 3 track me's because I'm connected to 3 channels right now: Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. And I have this running every 10 minutes. So if anybody's on, tell me whether that's annoying to you. So I can see my line. I've got some orange line, and I'm going to change my line out pretty soon. And oh, there's something in the water up there. Anyway, at this speed, my line is going down to that clip, just about straight down. Now, I bet you that's too loud. I bet you that autopilot, especially when there's waves, is too loud for the stream. Okay, now I'm getting my flags moving, and the wind is coming just about maybe a slightly southwest. So when I get to the other end, that's the dam. We're pointing towards the dam right now. And in fact, I'm going to change I'm at 25 feet. My line is down only 8 feet. So let's lower that a little bit. There's 10 feet. Let's go go 12 feet. Now, somewhere around here in a little while, the depth is going to change to about 12 feet. So I got to keep an eye on this. Oh, that asshole. Let's see. What's going on, WDL? What does lock in? What's lock in mean? And why so many? Okay. Let's change this view to the side. Maybe even a little bit to the... Let's go about there. How does that look? Can't see much. Let's try the zoom on this thing. I think it's zoomed in all the way right now. There we go. Or it was zoomed out. Well, that's pretty good. That's better. Maybe I should turn this back. This will be my fish cam if I catch something. Okay. We'll do a checkers cam for a while. And we're at 26 feet of water. Excuse me. Okay, I'm going to turn a little bit. Take the autopilot off, and then I'm going to turn the trolling motor a little bit so that you can see the bottoms coming up. I think we're hitting that hump soon. I want to head a little bit more south and kind of end up in the corner down there, because then I'll be able to sail back down that way and troll. Got to come up with a good name for that. I wonder if there is one. Got to check Grok. See if does anybody have a name for trolling or sailing while you're trolling, or trolling while you're sailing. Okay, now let's hit auto. So I'm headed for I think that's the house where they control the dam up there. Let's see if I can show you. I don't think so, no. I just got one lure out. It's a rubber minnow and with a chunk of bacon on it, hoping to catch a catfish. Line line is still going almost straight down, so I know I haven't caught a fish. When you catch a fish, it pulls the line out of that little clip. So right now I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I see 10 boats right here. This is a heavily fished lake. There's a lot of fish. Must be. Because I see I'm not good at it, so I don't catch much. But I see the fishing guides come in and just unload and clean huge amounts of fish. There's a striped bass in here. There's striped bass, but then there's also something called a wiper. And I don't know which is more prevalent. But the last time I saw them unload a whole bunch of fish, they were probably 5 to 10 pounders, it looked like. 20 to 30, probably 20 inches. More than that. 20 to 30. And I know the guy filled up his net out. He emptied his live well into his net. And young guy appeared to be struggling a bit to lift it. And I think there was 8 or 10 good-sized fish in there. So I don't know where this hump is. I found it 2 or 3 days ago when I went out. And it goes right up down to 12 feet deep only. Right now we're at 26. I could even lower I can lower this a little bit more. Let's go to 15. Keep it about 10 feet off the bottom. And I click my reel to set the drag. Beautiful day. Love it out here. Let's go. To that view for a while. I'm going to try a view with 2 cameras and I'll go with 2 cameras and we'll go here, here, and here. Yeah, that's okay. That works. Okay, that's cool. Where did my... Oh, come on. Oh, I hit the track me button. I'm going to pull this out. I got to go here, here. Okay, now... Let's turn on See People. No, can't do that. Try that. Twitch message. There's See People. What is going on here? Why is this showing me at home? That's weird. I'm going to clear everything. Okay. Okay, so we're still on course. Don't have that proper. Let's go here, check chat. Nobody's on chat. We're still at 29 feet. Hook's about 15. Trying to track myself on Sea People, which is an app for sailing. Oh wait, what the heck is going on here? Let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay. I didn't have my permissions set. Let's go with notifications. I want that on. Camera. Music and audio. What's that? Okay. Microphone. So I'm setting up Sea People app on my Android phone for the first time. Okay. Now, start tracking me. Okay. Now we'll go live. Okay. How do you tell when you're live and when you're not live? Okay, so line still looks good. Let's check chat. Let's try the track me. Okay. Go back to restream. "31 feet. We probably could go down another 10 feet. No, we'll go down another 5 feet. To 21. Okay. Well, this is going pretty good so far. No major disasters. Checkers got out of the sun. Battery looks fully charged on the trolling motor. I think I have one bad battery. I have two 12-volt lithiums in series to get 24 volts. And I think one of them might be bad because twice now my motor's quit. It'll operate down to about 14 volts. So if one of the batteries is going dead, you know, it might still be putting out 6 volts and the other one's at 12, so we're at 18. It'll still work. It'll even work. It'll work, but then it won't start below 14 volts. That's not true, because I lose it all the time, and I can't restart it. So the guy told me it'll work at 12 volts, but that's not true, because I've had it go down to, you know, it should continue working at 12 volts on one battery, is what he said. But I still have over 12 volts on the good battery, and the other battery is, you know, dead, basically. So it shuts off at about 14 volts, I think. Okay. So we're headed 108 degrees southeast. So just about southeast. I know this looks stupid, but let's take that off. Okay, 32 feet of water. We're at 21 feet on the depth for the hook. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do some testing with this. I bet you I could do that right now with this thing. I'll take my cushion. See the top of my box here. Let me see if I can turn this down. I lost my... when I moved that box, I lost my transducer, my live scope. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm going to shut this off. Power down. And then restart it. Okay, it's working. That's weird. Okay, I gotta go back. No, come on. What the fuck? Troubleshoot. Check the transducer cable and connector. Check the power cable to the device. For more information, visit Marine Support Garmin. What is my battery voltage? 12.9. 13.4. Why? Nobody in chat. Okay. Definitely reacts. Fuck. Now it's working. So I got to go back to settings and I got to reconnect to GPS map. Then go to Garmin, Helm, and it's back. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate or concerning. Let's turn it back so we can see my... There it is. Okay. I don't know why that happened. I'm going to record this. Okay, back to what I was doing before I was so rudely interrupted. Just want to see what this looks like. Okay, so I can barely see the iPad screen. That doesn't change much. But it does definitely help. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that helps a lot, actually, to read the chat. Okay. So I gotta put a darker cover over that thing, over my box here. And then I'm building or just a little plastic thing that will allow me to lock the box open. Let me see if I can turn this. Let's see, just go like this. Okay, there we go. Let's go out further. Okay, so here's my live streaming, the live view, which is combining a signal right now between these 4 modems and my Starlink, which is up on the back of the boat. You can see it in the overhead picture. Then, so that combines the signal to 5 different devices. So 1/5 of the bandwidth per modem and per Starlink. So that allows me to, this whole setup is for doing the Great Loop, where there's a lot of areas that have no signal or bad signal, cell signal. So this system's going to work when I'm on the loop. I really don't need it here. Starlink works well enough. There's enough bandwidth, I think, that I don't really need it. So I'm just getting ready for the trip. Next is the Hollyland receiver. So when I have my head cam on, I'm wearing a transmitter on my belt, and it's wirelessly going to that receiver. So then I can walk around the boat, I can go off the boat, I can go up to, I think about 500, maybe 500 feet probably away, and it will still send that signal, still receive the signal. So I'll be wireless, I'll have a head cam that's wireless when I'm on the boat. I don't have that now because normally I use this Sony on my head, but it's just too big, too bulky. I don't really like it, and I'm banging it all the time. So I want to get an smaller action camera, because when that thing is on my head, I have to have it up high enough so that the back of the camera clears my forehead, which puts it up really high, which I'm banging the camera all the time. So if I can get an action camera, which I did yesterday, I've got a Insta360 Ace Pro, but it doesn't work for what I'm doing. You can't stream it. The webcam version of it has no stabilization, so why have an action camera if you don't have stabilization? And then also, it doesn't have HDMI out, so I have to have HDMI out to come into my YOLO box switcher right here. So that's why I'm going to change it. This is the battery for the streaming system and the modems, and right now I've got it plugged into my inverter down there, so everything has 110 volts in this box right now. And I got 2 power strips down there with a whole bunch of USB cords going to all this stuff. So let me pull this out. I'm gonna change scenes to HDMI 2, and you can't see anything because I don't have this plugged in. So let me plug in. Sorry about the camera. God damn it. Okay, so we'll plug that in, and so now in a second here you should see, there we go. So now I have what I have here is an HDMI converter. So the white USB cord is actually charging this phone right now, and then the HDMI cable goes from that adapter to the YOLO box here. So that's why we can see that on the screen. And the same thing with the camera over here, the 360 camera. I've got another HDMI adapter going into the YOLO box, and then the iPad, same thing, HDMI adapter, and each one of them has a power cord, so they're all being charged at the same time. So then I can do all my switching here. I can do this on my phone too. I can run this switcher on the phone. I can even run it. I can send it to Patreon or some other website link so that an admin can change these scenes remotely. So basically I'm going to have, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras once I get my action camera on my head. And plus the chart plotter. So that's kind of, I'm all geeked out with this thing, you know. And we got the checkers cam right now. He's coming over. He likes to sit by me. So I'm kind of heading for the southeast corner of the lake. And then what I'll do, we're at 33 feet. I haven't been watching that very good. My line is still going straight down, so we haven't caught anything. Once we get to the corner of the lake, then I'm going to turn and head north and sail downwind. I'll just pull my jib sail out about a third of the way, maybe halfway, maybe even all the way today because there's not much wind. We'll see what the speed is, because I want to get about anywhere from a half a knot or half a mile an hour to maybe 2 miles an hour. And right now we're going 1. In fact, I'm going to turn that down a little bit because, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I turned the boat. I didn't want to turn the boat. I'm going to turn the speed down because it'll save my battery and my power. But also I've heard that for a catfish, you should be about a half a mile an hour. Okay, now I could have a fish on right now. No, let's see. What's he doing? There's a pretty big fish right down by my lure. Well, see if I see I have caught fish, and I can see them down there going at the same speed as the boat. But it did not trip my little catch trigger thing. Now, for some reason, I'm heading right for this guy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn. I got to do a circle anyway. I like to turn to the right so that I don't get my line caught in the motor. So let's turn this, and we'll shut off the autopilot. I don't want to get too close. There's a fisherman up here. I don't want to get too close to him. I'm going to raise this a little bit because we're getting a little bit shallower. I like to stay about 10 feet off the ground, off the bottom. What is going on? So now I can't see anything. There we go. I'm at 15 feet. Now every once in a while my other chart plotter, which you can't see on the screen, kind of goes haywire. And it might be because I'm going too slow. I'm going 0.5 mile an hour right now. So normally I can see my weight dragging. Oh, I can see it. It's just a barely. So there's a lot of gray or darkness in the screen right now on my other chart plotter. And I believe that happens when I'm going too slow. But normally it's pretty clear. And then I can see a streak going across it, which is my weight. So this guy is fishing, but he's, we're both, I turned so that I wasn't headed right at him, but he's moving in that direction, so we're headed for him again. So I'm way too high. Wind is turning me around now. Okay, we're at 20 feet in 32 feet of water. Where's my line? Oh, way over there. Wow, that's weird. I think I better speed up a little bit. I'm going to start my circle because this guy's pissing me off over here. Checker's got his paw on me. Let's go to the Checker's cam. He's got his paw. I can't see my weight right now because I'm turning. Oh, the wind's got me now. That frickin' thing is going right under the boat. What's going on here? Oh, come on. So that damn thing got tangled up somehow. How's that possible? So I'm probably going to have to bring this up. Watch out, checkers. Come on. You gotta be shitting me. Okay. Okay, I just want to get around and head in the right direction again. And then I'll get this tangle out. Are you getting hot? Look at that shit. Hey, buddy. Oh, you're a good boy. I can't pay attention to you right now, though. I've got a problem. What in the fuck is going on here? Maybe I got a fish. It's tangled up in the cable for the weight. My line is somehow. And the whole reason to take the big, long right-hand corner was to avoid this problem. So I got to figure out why this happened. Okay, let's turn the autopilot on. Put this over here, and we'll bring this up. That's weird as hell. That is acting like I got a fish on. Okay, now we'll move this back here, and we'll come over here. That is weird. Let's check the bait. Yeah, still got bacon hanging off of it. Okay, now we'll put this guy on here. Okay. Huh. Where am I? Down about 8 feet only. There we go. Now we can see it. Yeah, we're going 1.6 miles an hour right now. Okay, now okay, checkers, I'll be right back, buddy. So let's turn this, see how this looks. Shoot. Okay, I haven't checked the chat for a while. Doesn't appear to be anybody on there. Okay. So now, just want to see how that camera view looks. That's okay. Okay, I'll come up here. And then unlock that. Pull this out. That's latched. Okay. Put that like that. A little bit of screwing around. And the checkers got behind me. Okay, so now we'll turn the trolling motor off. We'll even raise it up. Okay, checkers. Fishing line looks good. We're going 1.3 miles an hour. Nobody in chat. This camera's still looking pretty good. This one can be swung around now. to be either a checkers or a fishing cam. This one's messed up. Okay. All right. Now we can lower this some more because we're in 40 feet of water. Let's go down to about at least 25. Ooh, there's a huge fish at 30. Let's see if we can't catch him. You might have looked at it at least. $1.25. Let's go here for a while. Oh wait, no, let's try that one. Okay. In a way, I just want to get good at this. There's a lot of things going on, running this stream, fishing, and sailing all at the same time. Oh, and then there's checkers. Don't forget checkers. That's number 4 project. So we're going 1.3. What? This says 1.3 miles an hour. That says, oh, there we go. 1.1 knots. It was down about 8 knots when this was at 1.3. Okay, so I'm going to change the view here to... I can't stream this particular chart plotter. Okay, so the depth is changing pretty rapidly all of a sudden. Yeah, there's a fish going right there. Go up to 20. One of the next things I got to figure out is how to send out notifications. Because I got nobody watching. They have to randomly come across one of my feeds. And then when I'm really serious about this, I'll start posting to Facebook. I've got probably 1,500 friends on Facebook, and I got probably about the same amount on LinkedIn, and I can stream this on LinkedIn. But I'm getting lots of little licks from Checkers. For some reason, he's really... Oh, I know why, because I was handling bacon. There's some serious fishermen on this lake. It's unbelievable. Oh, there's a go fast boat over there with a huge rooster tail. Way on the other side of the lake. It's just about right, 1.3 miles an hour. Sails out about a third of the way, maybe. What are you doing, Checkers? You just got your butt, you're sitting your butt down. Jet ski. Test. Yep. Audio's still working. Time is at 10:42. Man, time flies when I come out here. Beautiful day. .7. Oh, there's a hook right there. Huh. Gonna bring this up a little bit. There. About 18 feet. I probably shouldn't have brought it up, but I did. Okay, I'm gonna crank this in a little bit. It's okay, Checkers. You're fine. Go ahead. You can go back to sleep. You're fine. I'm going to do a turn now. I'm going to tack. See if I can do it without catching this line. I'm going to turn the autopilot off. I thought maybe the sail would turn me, but it's not. Two and a half miles an hour. But I got the trolling motor running right now too. Where's my... Okay, that looks okay. Okay. Trim, oops. .6 miles an hour. There we go. That went good. I don't know why that thing... That would indicate that I'm turning right. See, the line is way back behind the motor now. The ball is straight down. I think I gotta turn a little bit. Depth is changing quite a bit, actually. There we go. That gets it out of the way. Oops. Nobody in chat. Where the hell is everybody? I think I need a little bit of trolling motor too. Not enough wind. Should have had the sail out further. Maybe I should do that. My trolling rig doesn't look right. It looks like it's freaking wrapped up again. Yeah, that don't look right. I'm gonna go to the pilot. I wonder if I can go up and pull that sail out further right from here. Let's see if I can do that. Okay, I did it. I didn't have the clutch set on the... Let this out another 3-4 feet. Where's my line? Line looks pretty good. Okay, how's that look up here? Okay, nobody in chat. Pretty cool though. Okay, I'm going to shut this trolling motor off now. Trim it up. Okay, now well, it's not bad. Autopilot is keeping up. We're 7 degrees off, 8 degrees off. Balls at the weight for my trolling rig is at 20 feet. And we're headed, what direction are we headed? We're headed 290 degrees west. West, southwest. So we're about 20 degrees off of due west. 20 degrees south of due west. Well, there's that island over there. We'd be going 1.3 miles an hour. Nobody in chat. That's hard to believe. I'm on 3 frickin' channels right now. We're right on course. We're going 1.75. Better bring that up a little bit. Autopilot's holding course pretty good. And I only got 1 rudder down. Go to this for a while, and then I want to turn this camera out there. Let's see how that looks. Okay. Getting shallow. Let's hand steer for a while. Just want to see how far upwind I can get. Because I'm going to start turning soon anyway. Really slows us down though. Okay, so I think what I have to do when I turn like this, I really need to do it at a higher speed. That keeps me from getting tangled. I hate to quit sailing already though. What time is it? 11:06. But I'm going to go back at 1.5 miles. I want to troll all the way back. So it's going to be slow. It's going to take a while. Okay. I'm going to have to bring that sail in. Okay. Okay, that went good. Nobody in chat. Okay, let's. Oh, where's that line? Way the heck over here. Okay, let's speed up even more to get that ball out away from the boat. Depth is good. Where's my line? Okay, that looks pretty good. Do a slow turn. Still looks good. Depth is good. Nobody on chat. Cameras are good. .3. Once I get turned around all the way, then I'll start the motor. But I don't want that line anywhere near the prop. So this is about the cheapest downrigger for trolling that you're ever going to find. It's just a Canon manual, and it's old. It's not even available anymore. I bought it used. It works fine. I think the fancy ones will... Now that looks like I might have a fish. Kind of looks like I might have a fish. But it hasn't tripped the thing yet. See the 3 balls down there now? There's usually only two. Look at that. That was a fish. He took off. He was looking. Okay, so we're going 0.76. Where's my line? Line is out of the way. So let's start. We'll get that guy going, and then we'll raise the trolling motor. We'll even stow it. Line looks good. Depth is fine. Nobody's on chat. So we'll do a slow trip back to the marina. Hope we catch something. Okay. I'm going to lower this just a few feet, down to 15. Snatch that. Let's check this. Make sure I'm still transmitting. Haven't checked that for a while. Yeah, we're transmitting. Now, put this here. Hope it doesn't blow off. There we go. That's much better. Where's the line? Looks good. Line looks good. Nobody's in chat. My little buddy's in the sun, but he's sleeping, so just let him be for now. Texas flags are shot. I'm going to change this to that's right. I forgot to save it. 20 minutes. Okay. Test. Whoa. Autopilot's not on and I'm not paying attention. Okay, I'm gonna look up something. Okay, I'm still live. God dang it. Man, I'm not too good at keeping the boat straight when I'm not looking. Or maybe I should be just looking. Right? What does chat think? I'm going to speed up just a hair. I wonder if I can go autopilot at this speed.
Hello, fellow babies. Yesterday we talked about our new DJI Action 5 camera. It's replacing our GoPros. One thing that comes with it as an accessory is this Y cable here.
Why not?
So it's USB-C here to go into the camera, and then it has an HDMI output that goes out into this monitor, and then a USB-C input for power from this AC adapter. So when we plug it into the camera, it gets power from the AC adapter, and it sends video over the HDMI to a monitor. It takes about 5 seconds to show up, and bing, bam, boom, there it is.
Okay.
Pretty nice system. And the other thing that's nice about it is that you don't need a battery inside of the DJI Action 5 in order for this to take place. It runs off of, a sizable USB power supply, in this case about 20 watts. It's pretty sweet. Hello, fellow babies. Yesterday we talked about our new DJI Action 5 camera. It's replacing our GoPros. One thing that comes with it as an accessory is this Y cable here.
Why not?
So it's USB-C here to go into the camera.
Okay. That's what I got to do. I got to go to exchange my camera today. What was I doing? I was here. No. I was here. Watching chat. Okay, so everything's going pretty good right now. Autopilot's keeping up nice. YOLO box has been working fine. iPad to GPS map is working fine all day. Well, a couple glitches. What's our battery? We're down to 21% battery on the 360 action cam. $15 feet and the water's 25. So I think I'm going to turn the autopilot off, and then I'm going to go just a little bit further to the left to stay away from that peninsula. I know that's the way to catch fish, but well, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just keep going and kind of cut the corner there. I did lose a lure there one day, but I don't have an expensive one on right now. Nobody in chat. Oh, okay. We lost our battery here. But watch this. Just watch this. Wait a minute. Oh. Okay, so let's pull this out so we don't drop the battery in the lake. And then we'll pull this battery out of here. Then we'll put it in here. Then we'll put this battery in the charge. And it is charging. And then we'll turn the camera back on. And we'll reconnect. I don't know why that frickin' screen locks up like that. What's our depth? 25. Okay, I gotta wait for the Wi-Fi to connect. Okay, there we go. Okay. So why is that not moving? I touched something. Okay. Okay. Everything looks good there. Depth is 25. But why am I think I'm going to have to... Oh, sorry, checkers. I'm going to plug this back in. There we go. Okay. We can see checkers. We can see checkers in the overhead cam. Where's Chad? We're still 10 feet off the bottom. Let's put this back up. Okay. That looks like a tree. That really looks like a tree. Wow, looks like I did it just in time. Okay. Now, is that a pile of fish? Yeah, it is. Ten. We're at about 12 feet right now. Go down a little bit more. Right there. Okay. Where's chat? Nobody's in chat. Test. Test. Audio's still working. So earlier I said I could see 10 boats. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, I can see 18 boats right now with the naked eye. 19. Better pick up the speed a little bit. Hey buddy, how are ya? Are you doing okay? You were in the sun a little bit too much, weren't you? Uh-oh. That's either a fish or a snag. Maybe not. Oh, I'm going too fast. That's what it is. Line looks good. Nobody in chat. That kind of looked like there was a freaking tree down there. Time to raise her up a little bit. Wow, look at the people over there. It must be a park. I want to see if my location tracker, that's weird. How soon we drift the wrong way. Just want to see if I'm moving. Let's go to satellite. And then let's Zoom way in. Ooh, that might have been a strike right there. Boy, that sure looked like a fish biting. Okay. Nobody in chat. How soon we drift off course when not watching. It's really fast. Look at Mom. Grandpa. Wish you were here to teach me how to troll. Maybe you are here. Depth is changing pretty rapidly. I wonder if I took this out. I'm sorry, Checkers. Sorry about that, buddy. And then if I put the pole in here, how much better does that work? That actually works a lot better. What it does, though, is it brings the line closer to the motor, which I don't like. Okay, where are we? We're at 10 feet. Either a bunch of fish or a bunch of trees down below. I don't know which. Okay, I think we can drop this another 5 feet now. $10 off the bottom. Nobody in chat. Stream is still working. Yep. Batteries are charging. Dodged a bullet there. That's acting funny. Why is it so fucking shallow here? Jesus Christ. Wow. Where's the chat? Oh boy. Why? Nobody in chat. Let it down a little bit more. I'll go to 15 feet. So I think I've only caught 3 fish trolling. And every one of them I caught right in this stretch right here. Two catfish and a bass. A striped bass or a wiper bass, I'm not sure which it was. That one was too small to keep. He was 12 inches and they need to be 18. There's no size limit on catfish. There we go. Come on, baby. Pulling on my pole pretty good. I thought I was getting a bite. I saw a fish go for it, and the pole was pulling down. I thought I was getting one, but it's not. It's just the rocking of the boat. Well, guys, in the police cars, that's an ambulance. Sounds like multiple sirens, though. Tough job, man. Not for me. Must have been a fire truck with that ambulance. Wow, that's a cool boat. It's got a trolling motor on the front, I think. Wonder what that is. Got a cabin. Wow, that's a cool boat. Let's do the checkers cam. Yeah. There's a ball of bait fish like no other. Holy Christ. That's a big boat. "22 feet and 15 feet. There's a fish over by my lure. Come on, baby. You can bite. Not in the middle. Somebody's engine smells really hot. Better not be mine. Okay, 14 and 22. I'm going to take a chance here. Go a little less than my standard 10 feet off the bottom. Nobody in chat. $14 and $22. So I'm cheating the bottom right now, or worse, more than I usually do. Big ass something down there. Nobody in chat. Well, today was a good day because everything was pretty smooth. I didn't really have any big problems. Sailing was good. Trolling with the trolling motor was good. Trolling with the Mercury was good. The stream stayed on the whole while, I think. We'll check for sure when we get home. Switched batteries. The other battery was all charged up. The only thing that went wrong today is I was trying out a new camera and it will not work. I was trying a Insta360 Pro or Ace Pro 2, and that camera is not going to work. It doesn't have HDI output, and it won't work with an adapter on it. I tried it. I tried to get the company to test it, and they were taking too long, so I just went ahead and bought one and tested it myself, and it doesn't work. It'll work with a Digi. It'll work with a GoPro if you have a special adapter for the GoPro. Well, you got to have an adapter for any of them. But with the Digi, all you need is a little HDMI Y adapter. And you can power the camera with it, and you can get HDMI out. With a GoPro, you got to buy something called a media mod, which is a frame that goes around the camera, which I don't really like because it makes the camera pretty big and looks bulky, and I'm trying to put it on my head, so I'm not too keen with that. And plus, if you look at any of the reviews, the Insta360 Ace Pro 2 has the best low light capability. That's a cool looking boat. What is that? I guess it's just a regular boat, but it's red. We're pretty close to the bottom now. Okay. So the Ace has the best low light capability. It has the clearest video, and it's got some other. If you watch reviews, most of the time when they compare the GoPro, the Digi, and the 360, the 360 wins, except they don't test them for streaming like I am. In fact, even Insta360 said they've never heard of anybody trying to do what I'm trying to do. But I know I just watched a video with a guy using a Digi, and he was getting HDMI out with that Y adapter, and it doesn't even look like a regular HDMI adapter. I've got 3 of them right in this box right here. The picture coming from the 360 camera up above on the stream right now is going through an HDMI adapter from my phone to my YOLO box. So anyway, I'm going to go exchange this for the Digi 5, I think it is. Maybe there's a 6 out, I don't know. But okay, I'm at 10 feet. The water's 15. So let's count the boats. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So just about any given time, you can look around and you'll see 10 to 20 boats. It's pretty amazing. What is it, 12:09? Well, it's been a great day. It would have been better if I had a half a dozen fish, but we'll get there. I think we'll get there. I got to figure out why my recording is saving so often. And it breaks my video up into a whole bunch of small chunks. So I'll look in the settings on the YOLO box, see if I can figure that out. And if not, I'll contact support. I only wave unless the girls wave to me. Otherwise, I give them the finger. No, not really. Just kidding. So all the girls have their butts hanging out nowadays, whether, depending on, it doesn't matter how much, what their size is, like how big the butt is. Nobody in chat. No fish. Well, I trolled right in. Yeah. Picking my nose on video. Yeah. Okay, now that's got to be more than, no, that's not more than 20 boats. I was going to use the trolling motor to anchor myself while I was taking the trolling rig in, but I didn't need it. A little bit squirrely today. More like a lot squirrely. Got the air conditioner going. Got the fan blowing. Checkers is probably thirsty. Right while I'm thinking of it and standing here, I'm going to raise the dagger board. Full of water, so it comes up kind of hard. Move that there, and then we'll come back here and we'll start tearing down the stream. Anybody in chat? Nope. Okay, so now we'll unplug this. We'll unplug the live scope, put that in the bag, and then we'll turn off the live scope. And we'll turn off the eco map, and then we'll pull the live scope out of the water and secure it like so. And then we'll pull up one rudder. The other one's already up. I only use one rudder all day today, trying to keep it from getting snagged in my fishing lure. Tuck that in there tight. Pull. No, let's leave that up for a second. What else do we need to tie up the other side of the boat? Successful day. Only thing that would have made it better is if I would have got a fish. Okay, this one I want kind of tight. That mic is on there good, yeah. Can you feel it wobbling around? Okay. That must be connected under the box. Yep. My streaming rig is on top of it. I don't really need that rope. Anyway, let's bag it. Wind is supposed to be calm this weekend. I'm going back out tomorrow anyway. I want to see how this thing not too good. Let's just drop this thing down on the bottom here. Okay. Now, say goodbye to the stream. That can stay on. This is going to go off.